And I'm telling you, since I started using it, I feel like I've unlocked a secret weapon for my well-being. What is this mysterious substance that's got everyone talking? Get ready to find out.
Welcome back to ViralFinds everyone. I'm Megan, and with Chris, we're diving even deeper into a trending topic that's generating a lot of buzz: Shilajit.
That's right, Megan. In today's episode, we're tackling all your burning questions about this ancient resin. Get ready as we explore what exactly is Shilajit and where does it come from? Beyond energy, what are the real potential health benefits? Resin, powder, gummies, tablets. Which form is best for you? Is Himalayan Shilajit truly superior? Or are other sources just as good? How can you ensure you're buying high quality and safe Shilajit? What's the right dosage? And are there any side effects to be aware of? And is the taste really as bad as some people say?
So, if you're curious about this intriguing natural substance and want to separate the hype from the reality, you're in the right place. Let's unpack the world of Shilajit together.
That's right, Megan. We scratched the surface. But there's a whole mountain range of information left to explore when it comes to Shilajit. We talked about the basics, the different forms it comes in, and the crucial aspects of quality and sourcing. But let's really break down some of those promised benefits. We mentioned energy. Megan, can you elaborate on how Shilajit might contribute to increased vitality?
Absolutely, Chris. One of the primary ways Shilajit is believed to boost energy is through its rich content of fulvic acid. Fulvic acid plays a vital role in the electron transport chain within our cells, which is essential for energy production at the mitochondrial level. Think of it as optimizing your body's cellular powerhouses. Additionally, the readily absorbable trace minerals can help address underlying mineral deficiencies that might be contributing to fatigue. Some users also report improved stamina and reduced feelings of sluggishness throughout the day. It's not a jolt like caffeine, but more of a sustained and natural energy lift.
That sounds fantastic. I know I'm always looking for ways to avoid that afternoon slump. We also touched on cognitive function. How does this ancient resin potentially sharpen our minds?
The cognitive benefits are thought to stem from several factors. The antioxidants in Shilajit, including fulvic acid, can help protect brain cells from oxidative stress, which is linked to age-related cognitive decline. Some studies suggest that Shilajit may also help improve memory and focus by influencing neurotransmitter levels and promoting better blood flow to the brain. It's like giving your brain the nutrients it needs to function optimally.
Interesting. So it's not just about physical energy, but mental clarity as well. Now, we talked about the Himalayas being a primary source. I've heard whispers about Shilajit being found in other mountain ranges, like the Altai Mountains. Is there a significant difference in the composition or purported benefits of Shilajit from these different regions?
That's a really insightful question, Chris, and it highlights the complexity of this natural substance. While the Himalayas are the most historically recognized and widely studied source, Shilajit-like substances are indeed found in other high-altitude mountain ranges around the world. The specific mineral profile and the concentration of bioactive compounds can vary depending on the unique geology and botanical composition of each region. For instance, Altai Shilajit might have a slightly different trace mineral makeup compared to Himalayan Shilajit. However, the core beneficial components like fulvic and humic acids are generally present in high-quality Shilajit regardless of the source. The key takeaway, as we discussed before, remains the rigorous third-party testing for purity and potency, regardless of the geographical origin. A well-tested Shilajit from the Altai Mountains could be just as beneficial as one from the Himalayas.
That's good to know. It emphasizes that quality control is more important than just the name of the mountain range. Now let's delve a little deeper into the different forms. We briefly mentioned resin, powder, gummies, and tablets. Beyond convenience, are there any potential differences in bioavailability or how the body absorbs these different forms?
That's a crucial question regarding efficacy. The resin form is considered by many traditional practitioners to be the most potent and bioavailable, as it's the rawest, least processed form. When dissolved in warm water, it's thought to be readily absorbed. Powders, being dehydrated resin, likely retain a similar bioavailability. Gummies and tablets, while convenient, often contain extracts, and the manufacturing process might involve heat or other treatments that could potentially affect the delicate compounds. Additionally, the presence of other ingredients in gummies, like sweeteners and binding agents, could theoretically impact absorption. Although this isn't definitively proven, it's always best to choose reputable brands that are transparent about their extraction and processing methods.
So, if someone is prioritizing maximum potency, the resin or a high-quality powder might be the way to go.
Generally speaking, yes. However, for individuals who struggle with the taste or prefer the convenience of a pre-measured dose, gummies and tablets can still offer benefits, provided they are from a trusted source with good quality control.
We received a hypothetical listener email asking about the taste of Shilajit resin. What's your experience or understanding of that?
The taste of Shilajit. It's definitely a unique experience. Many describe it as earthy, bitter, and slightly smoky. Some find it quite strong, while others get used to it. It's often compared to the smell of asphalt or tar, which makes sense given its appearance. Dissolving it in warm water or mixing it with a strong flavor, like ginger or honey, can help make it more palatable. The taste is definitely one of the reasons why gummies and capsules have become popular alternatives.
That earthy description certainly paints a picture. It sounds like it's not for the faint of heart. Now let's talk about dosage again. We gave a general range earlier, but are there any factors that might influence an individual's optimal dosage?
Absolutely. Factors like body weight, overall health status, and individual sensitivity can play a role. Someone with a larger build or who is very active might potentially benefit from a slightly higher dose within the recommended range. Conversely, individuals who are more sensitive to supplements might want to start with a lower dose and gradually increase it as tolerated. It's always wise to listen to your body's signals.
And what about the timing of when you take Shilajit? Does it matter if you take it in the morning versus the evening?
Many people prefer to take Shilajit in the morning due to its potential energy-boosting effects. Taking it on an empty stomach might also enhance absorption for some individuals. However, others might find that taking it with food helps to minimize any potential mild digestive discomfort. Experimenting to see what works best for your body is key. Avoid taking it too close to bedtime if you find it gives you a significant energy boost that interferes with sleep.
That's a good point about sleep. We definitely don't want to be energized right before trying to wind down. Now, we touched briefly on potential side effects. Are there any less common or more serious side effects that people should be aware of, even if they are rare?
While generally well tolerated, excessive intake of Shilajit could potentially lead to a buildup of iron in some individuals. Although this is more of a concern for those with pre-existing iron overload conditions. In very rare cases, digestive issues might be more pronounced. It's crucial to purchase from reputable sources to avoid contaminated products, which could lead to adverse reactions. If you experience any persistent or concerning side effects, discontinuing use and consulting a healthcare professional is always the best course of action.
Safety first, always. Now, Megan, we've talked a lot about the potential benefits backed by traditional use and some emerging research. Are there any common misconceptions or exaggerated claims about Shilajit that we should address?
That's a very important point, Chris. Like many popular supplements, Shilajit has been subject to some overblown claims online. It's not a miracle cure for all ailments, and it's essential to have realistic expectations. While it has shown promise in various areas, more rigorous scientific research, particularly in human trials, is still needed to definitively confirm all of its purported benefits. Be wary of any product that makes outlandish promises or guarantees dramatic results. Focus on reputable sources that provide transparent information and avoid hype-driven marketing.
That's great advice. It's all about informed choices and not falling for exaggerated claims. So for someone who's completely new to Shilajit and feeling overwhelmed by all the information, what would be your top 3 pieces of advice?
My top 3 tips would be: first, do your research and understand the potential benefits and risks. Second, prioritize quality by choosing reputable suppliers who provide third-party lab testing. And third, start with a low dose and listen to your body's response. Consulting with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement regimen is always a wise step, especially if you have any underlying health conditions or are taking medications.
Excellent advice, Megan. It really boils down to being an informed consumer and prioritizing your health and safety. Well, Megan, this deep dive into Shilajit has been incredibly enlightening. I feel like we've truly covered a vast amount of information for our listeners today.
I agree, Chris. It's a fascinating substance with a rich history and promising potential. We hope this extended conversation has provided our ViralFinds community with a comprehensive understanding of Shilajit.
Thanks for joining us, everyone, for this in-depth exploration. If you have any questions or experiences with Shilajit, we'd love to hear about them in the comments below.
And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode, where we'll be uncovering another trending product you need to know about.